Today on the Mike O'Mara Show.
With this type of investment, Mike, we may be able to earmark something for your golf simulator / studio.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
That's funny.
I can sign off on that.
In. Yeah, that's it. Oscar, I don't do percentages very well, but that'd be a rather significant chunk of my percentage. I don't know if you can
I don't know how much they cost. I'm so sorry.
Well, if you're going to get it, get the good one. The only guys that didn't dress up were the triple threes. Okay, the guys that are well over $3 bills were the ones that were also wearing the diapers.
We were at such a nice point like 90 seconds ago.
You're so mad at yourself. You're like, I'm going to eat fast food because I don't deserve something better.
And not even fast food. I'm going to Burger King, the worst.
Carla, it's like 3 hours on a plane, and I am in full self-destructive.
All that and more. The Mike O'Mara Show starts now. Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. We're enjoying our second decade of the show that has become a daily routine for thousands of listeners in great places like Neenah, Wisconsin. Is that like Neenah Menasha?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like when you say Delmarva. It's Neenah Menasha, Appleton, Wisconsin. There are three.
It's not Badasha. You said
Menasha. That's right. That's what I meant. Neenah Menasha.
I thought it's Neenah Menasha.
Mike,
Could be.
You low to us. Is it just me?
I did a sound check with the guys. I did a 1, 2, 3
What
with
was
Tony.
up with the music at the beginning then?
The music just was loud, and then I brought it down.
Oh, it's your board op?
It was bad board up.
Okay, I
Yes.
just didn't know what
Mike is fine.
Okay.
Hit the ground running. Neenah was Wisconsin. Plymouth.
Maybe next time we'll just get a laser pointer and you can use it to make
Well,
it.
I just don't want to make sure everything's fine. It's
Everything's
nothing wrong
fine.
with asking.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question about the state of the show that I wouldn't ask publicly if I was concerned. I'm asking a question that's a good question. I'll
All right.
get to that in a second.
Please.
Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. Kathlemet, Washington. Steubenville, Ohio. Espoo, Finland.
Espoo.
I'm from Espoo, Finland. And the wonderful Overbrook section of Bowie, Maryland. Don't know where that is, but I'm sure it's a fine place. I begin the show with a legitimate question that I said I could ask Oscar off air about this. He might not even know.
All right.
But I'd rather ask it on there because it's a good question. And here is my question to you. My sense of the metrics for the show. When I say metrics, I'm talking about who's listening, where are they listening, why are they listening. I usually get through Oscar because he does the breakdown of the data for me. The numbers that I really look at consistently, sometimes I peek at the YouTube videos. And my question to you is, I've watched our YouTube video views back in the day, way back when. The video element of this show, we used to be, I would call it a throwaway.
Yeah.
They were in a chat group and they were watching live and we weren't all that concerned. The YouTube videos, however, where we used to have small numbers, have been growing, I don't want to say at a ridiculous pace, but growing at a very steady and rapid pace, and they're getting larger and larger. I'm noticing those numbers get bigger and bigger, and I am curious, and I ask you, is there something, because if we're doing something good, I want to keep doing it good. I like the video element of this show. I really do. I think we play to camera a lot. We bring a lot of stuff in to talk about, and it happens. But I'm not accustomed to having the numbers grow in a relatively short period of time like they've been growing. Specifically, I look at our YouTube videos.
Yes.
The numbers are way up, and I ask you in a very pleasant way. I hope you don't shoot it down.
No,
you're good at that.
You should.
Why are
we? You should raise your bar.
What's that?
We should be doing better.
Well, no, I know we should be doing much better. I know we should be matching our downloads with our video views.
Yes.
But
for
I'm
the amount of money
happy-
spent, for God's sakes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, we're doing. Do you have a reason for that? Is there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a
right.
greater. So, about 6 months ago, Spotify announced that they're gonna start taking submissions for video podcasts, private submissions, right outside of the shows that they spent $200 million on. So what does that mean for us? We've submitted. We've been accepted. We'll be on Spotify sooner than later. I think within the month for Spotify video as well. So
they couldn't peel off like 10 or 15 mil for.
But you got to be realistic, Mike. You got to be realistic.
That's a shame.
Yeah, if you wanted to work 7 days a week, that'd be for 3 hours a show. None of us want to do that. That's just too much, right?
10 mil?
No.
Done.
No.
Done. We're getting up 2 hours earlier. I'll come in and do 7 days a week. I would do 5. I would
5
not
hours?
do 7. No, I wouldn't
5 days.
I would do 5 days.
Yeah.
I do 5 days.
You did 5 days. You
So
stopped
that
doing 5 days like a cup of coffee ago.
But I mean, yeah. So, well, I don't know. That's not answering my question. Why are more people
So it's a greater adoption for video. It's the barriers of entry for people with plans or how to use their YouTube app on their phone or Apple TV. All that stuff that was confusing is so easy now.
And also,
so easy.
My theory is that once people start watching video, they tend to continue it because it's fun.
But if you're looking at metrics, I mean, it's only maybe less than 5% of our audience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has been for a long time.
No,
the numbers have been low
it's
for
been
a
like
long
1% of our audience.
Oh, has it really?
Yeah,
okay.
That's why I was like, we should throw away the video a long time ago.
So I guess the reason I asked this question is there anything
That's
I can
not the
do
case now
to keep it growing like it's growing? Do we play to more camera? Do we bring in more show and tell items?
We'll alienate the majority of audio listeners.
Can't win.
What you can do is...
No, can I really, seriously, is there anything positive being said
Can
here?
I answer
Anything?
your question?
Yes, I'd love you to.
Do you want me to sugarcoat or tell you the truth?
I want you to tell me the truth.
Okay, I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
If we want to do more, if we want to pull a higher rating on the video, we have to incorporate probably a couple more team members for a video production crew to actually add more visuals in real time. Like more visuals in real time, as in if we're talking about something
live insert.
Yeah,
shots,
and then also buy.
Do it. Take it out of my salary.
Oh no, we can't afford it even with your salary, because you have to buy rights for the images to be broadcast. Each one of those images are like $400 to $500 a piece.
Let's do it.
Okay, if you want to do it, then
I do.
I'll put an ad out. It'd be great.
I do. I think we should. I think it's time to deal with it. Work out the numbers that we all have to sacrifice. Obviously.
Well, I don't want to sacrifice anything. I draw a fine line. Fine line. And I've hit that line right there. We could make an investment, you and I separately, into the business. That'd be something.
Pony just laughed loud enough to come through soundproof glass, just so you know.
Right?
That we've hit the fine line.
I will put together a budget.
Could you text me what the investment might be?
Yeah, I'll tell you what one of our shows spends monthly just on.
No, not on the air. Text me what the investment for you and for me. Are we going to split
for
it?
each of us? Yes.
Are we going to split it?
Yes, we can split
down the middle.
Yes, down the middle.
Like we split everything.
Yep. I got
All right.
you.
It's a fine line, Mike.
You want a piece?
Yeah.
Oh no! You got to talk. You got to talk to Carrie.
You want in?
You got to talk to Carrie. Okay.
7-minute abs. You know that old song from the sea?
I think we can recoup this within 3 years.
Yeah.
Just for context.
What I like is when I see stuff that like a little bell goes off in my head. You know what? How long have we been doing it? Don't you think it's time,
agree.
maybe?
I agree.
Especially on my end.
If we each of us invest half of that in the next month, we'll be in a good spot.
That's the total you gave me, so half of that?
Half of that.
From each of us?
Yes.
Okay. You want to do it? Do you think it's
I'd love
worth it?
to.
We'll have a serious discussion on that.
I think it's worth
good things that I am not in any way being flip about this.
I know you hate spending money. This is great.
Yeah.
This is the best conversation we've had in 2 years.
Yeah. And I think there are ways you and I can do it together without, going crazy. You know what I mean? I think there are ways.
No.
Finding money is, I got a guy named Vinny.
Vinny.
Trust me.
Who's Vinny?
Is it Dr. Vinny Boombots?
No, it's not. But that's good. All this is good. I feel as though that, I was looking at some of that data and really.
Yeah,
really
the majority
pleased.
of that budget goes to rights.
Wouldn't you agree that we are. This is the last
Yes.
word I'll say about our video presentation.
Yes.
Don't you think and you're saying 2 people, and I think that's reasonable for the presentation to be, if we had that option, the option that a lot of TV presentations have,
Yes.
we'd have a lot more fun. We could have a lot more fun.
Yeah, it'd be a lot
and we
more
could be
fun.
looking at a screen where other people are putting stuff up that we've done
in real time.
and we've
In real
prepared.
time, yeah.
And I don't think it would require,
this
any
is-
major
what-
structural changes to the show.
What
It just
a
would improve.
wonderful Monday.
Yeah, Tuesday, but sure.
Oh,
I think
feels like Tuesday.
It feels like, well, yeah, it's the beginning of the week because we
Do
had
you
President's Day.
if you're not like just BSing me.
No,
do you
you've
really
said to me
feel-
before that I need to invest a little bit.
Yeah, but I told you that at least 2 times with a presentation. You're like, not going to happen. Find another way.
I feel as though that element not only is valuable to our listeners and viewers,
Yes.
but I think that is something we would be extremely good at, better than others.
Yeah, I believe.
Where I think that could be.
Yeah.
That could be significant.
Well, because think about how much we've saved with the infrastructure from Podville, right?
Right.
I'm just saying we need to hire 2 people and then buy a Getty Images or iStock subscription account just for this show.
I think it would be discussions will continue
Yes.
on that, and I think it's important to look at.
Yeah.
Really seriously. And
if there are any listeners that have any technical knowledge, please write Mike at mike@mikeomerashow.com, and he will vet you.
Yes, or Mike O'Mara, North Pole.
Yes.
And we'll get there.
What are you talking about with with listeners with technical? What are you talking about?
Because some of the best people that know the show that would be great for this program. And Pony, turn your lights off in your studio, please. You're glaring into the studio here.
Consider this the beginning of this journey, and I think it'd be it's
can't wait.
overdue. But man, thank you to primarily thank you to the viewers that
Yes.
are consuming this
And-
product, because I think when I look at it, I think it could be a good thing.
If you're a
I
listener
really
of
do.
this show and you believe in what we believe in, you should know we're also, again, sneak peek, shh, don't tell anybody. We're already on TikTok. And I think we
Yes.
have roughly 20 videos up there.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be the first to hear of this outside of the 3 of us. And Mike, this is the first you're hearing about this.
Yeah.
So please.
What platform?
TikTok.
Internet.
Bitcoin. Subscribe. TikTok is a
Very
video based platform, Mike.
Yes.
Now, as
Thank
a
you.
segue,
You're welcome.
now that we got in the business of
Yeah,
the show,
this is
which
great.
we take care of
Yes.
sometimes, I was
Man,
looking at that,
it's
and
like
it was not
Christmas.
exactly getting excited or anything. It was just matter-of-factly going, okay, well,
It could
that's
be
something
10
that has
times
growth
that.
potential.
10
Okay.
times that with the right budget.
Well, and that would be
Yeah.
significant
Yeah.
for all the areas of the show.
Yes.
Mhm.
So,
and this is annual, by the way. But we'll get that.
What, the investment?
Yes.
I can't do that.
What?
But we'll get it
I
back in the
can't do
long
that.
run.
What's that?
We'll get it back in the long run, like 5 years.
Do you know he threw that in there at the end? Yes. I don't have the capability to do that.
Well,
Do you?
no, but we can go to a bank together, like businessmen.
Well, yeah.
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 Yeah, but what
I mean,
happened the
that-
last
that's
time you went to a bank? There was a guy pleasuring himself outside.
Hey,
the
that's-
glass.
No, let me tell you something. I have gone to banks. I have had investments in the past. I have done this. I
Yeah,
have
he
run
knows what's
businesses.
going
I
on.
know
Mhm.
what the deal is. And you know what? Consider it done.
Yeah, they'll see a white guy, and they'll be like,
And a minority?
no, they'll be like, oh my God,
What's not to like?
does this man drive you?
No, you've talked about Oscar
Yeah.
and I have had a lot of discussions
Yes.
about growth and doing this.
Oh, I love
and
this.
I think that
With this type of investment, Mike, we may be able to earmark something for your golf simulator / studio.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
That's funny.
I can sign
Throw
off on that.
in. Yeah, that's Oscar. I don't do percentages very well, but that'd be a rather significant chunk of my percentage. I don't know if we can do that.
I don't know how much they cost. I'm so sorry.
Well, if you're gonna get it, get the good one.
He can paint with broad strokes, but he'll tell that to the banker.
No, consider me on the
Interested.
front burner and
Yes.
very interested.
Great.
Especially the way you mentioned that at the other end. I think that annually that's a good thing to do. That's a good thing
yeah.
to do. This product is this product.
Right.
What I think we need now is more technical than content.
Yeah, a little more polish.
We got the content. A little more polish would be
look,
fun.
So and I hope people are enjoying this because I'm riveted myself and I'm in this chair. That in a dream scenario, I could pull 2 to 3 people from Podville to work here on the show and help split the cost.
Right.
But
to do it right.
But to do it right,
right,
and be respectful to the other business because they're already busy, like they're working right now.
Yeah.
Is to bring in our own little staff, that's dedicated, right? That doesn't sign us out of Zoom in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
That understands exactly what we need.
Hi, Pony.
And is frankly, like, you know how we come up with just our overall ideas for what's going to happen in March, what's going to happen in May, what's going to happen in April. Like we have benchmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Our production team is laying all that stuff out.
Right.
And
I think it's
it would be fun.
I like what we're doing. There are a couple of things another thing happened with I won't mention his name, but I was watching a teaser for a profile of another. And I'm like, okay.
We're ahead of the game with the infrastructure.
You got to invest. You got to invest.
Yeah, we have the infrastructure here. We're ahead of the game.
Right. And there are many ways of getting there. I'm telling the listeners and the viewers, look for, it's about time a little growth happened.
Yes.
I have to think about what I do and how long I'm going to do it, and I'm not slowing down. I have no desire to. This is as important to me as my hobby down here, and which things shift all the time. What hasn't changed is the dedication to this product. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say, and we'll continue that discussion and move forward with that. Now, speaking of viewership and presentation, over the weekend, and I'll get to my weekend, which was weird.
You were soloing. You were a bachelor.
Solo flying. But I'm watching yesterday, and I see the Podville Media company picture with all of the employees there. And then I watch the thread with that. And I look at a very, very wide range of faces and ages and demographics. And it was neat. It was kind of fun. It was a fun picture. Some mugging. Rob was doing some mugging.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just had to come in here. And the reason I threw on my jacket today is that presentation is everything. And my question was, with the team photo, with everybody in ties, business attire, who gave the two Robbs, Ford and Spiewak, the free pass to look like a, how do I say this as nicely as possible? To look like they're ready to go on one of those hunting rats videos in Scotland.
I was railroaded by my wife for this situation. Because I mentioned her.
Can I set the table first?
Please,
you got everybody, Pony included, Oscar not wearing a tie, but wearing a sport jacket with a black shirt. Yeah. Charlie Burney in his sport jacket with tie. You got one guy, I forgot what his name is. He's sitting down front center with the
Daniel
full
Tesfaye.
body.
Yeah.
Daniel. Just looks like he's out of GQ.
Yeah.
He's wearing a great suit. You got Shannon, Oscar's wife, wearing a beautiful dress in a very unique picture with Santos and all that. You have another beautiful young lady who's there wearing a dress, and you get ties and shirts. It just looks like it's a business downtown. Yeah. And then you have Rob Ford, who, if there are two individuals in that photograph that have to do all they can to raise the bar, and then they do the opposite. You got the two Robs, which we're sitting there. Rob is wearing a pair of jeans. Rob Spiewak, you're wearing a pair of jeans that look like they've been worn 55 times before the last washing, and you had a kind of a sweater thing on that was, but even with a pair of dress pants, and then I see Rob Ford's sneakers that he has and I said, where did they get the free pass? How
Mike,
did that
there
happen?
is no free pass, and also I want you to know you're picking at a scab that has bothered me since that day, because I told Carrie that we were going to have company headshots, and she said, oh, okay, and she took everything that I could have possibly used to look like a decent human being and took it to the dry cleaners the day before. And so I came home the night before, to put together what I thought were a sport jacket.
Yeah, I was like, you know how to dress.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I don't have.
So you had intent.
Mike, listen, you know I am not a clothes horse. I am not a clothes horse. I have a very limited and very similar to every other item wardrobe, but when called upon.
What does that mean?
Every day I wear a similar shirt. I wear jeans. I just dress the way I dress on a day-to-day basis. But, we've worked together a long time. When called upon, I can dress the part. I truly can. And I went home and I had no shirt that could support a tie. I had no sport jacket. I had no slacks because it had been 2 years roughly since the pandemic started. And all the stuff needed to go to the dry cleaner. Yeah.
You don't wear that stuff regularly anyway.
Right.
And
why would you have to
I'll give
dry
you
clean
myself as an example.
Because it was
I
ready
wear a
to
golf shirt almost every day on the show. I occasionally wear a T-shirt on the show. When I was planning this, good TV day, as we like to say.
Yes, of course.
When I was planning to come in, I said, well, I can't come in with just a golf shirt on. I have to look the part if I'd be a total hypocrite. And what my process was, I walked down to my closet where all the the suit jackets and sport coats and what have you that are in my closet have been sitting for quite some time. I live in Florida. Even casual is not casual. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a different. So, and even dress up is a little bit. And by the way, I got asked to do another auction.
Oh, they're fun, Mike.
Oh, so that makes me always think about dressing. And so the question, so you were planning it, but
yes.
My question would be, so everything you own of a dressing nature was taken
for the last 2 years.
And what's she doing going to the dry cleaner? She probably never does.
It was the first time in 18, 19 months we'd been to the dry cleaners. But, there are times when you wear a collared shirt and then you take it off. You say, I'm going to have this laundered. And we have a basket where we put stuff that goes to the dry cleaners. But it wasn't of any urgency. Well, when I said I was going to get dressed up, Carrie said, I'm taking this stuff to the dry cleaners. And there it was. And so I was forced.
Wait. So you said you're going to get dressed up and then she took it?
Yeah, because she wanted me to be ready.
So if she hadn't taken it, you would have dirty clothing.
No. I could have washed and ironed a shirt and I could have steamed a sport jacket. I can do that, but I can't if it's not there. I didn't have a single shirt that I could wear with a tie.
Are you familiar with this dilemma that he had?
If I'm being completely honest with you, I wasn't expecting anything from Rob, not because I was trying to be disrespectful towards Spiewak. I just figured he missed the memo or didn't want to put that much effort into it. That was it.
No, I was pissed. I was unhappy.
For me, I was just honestly in a world of masks and people working from home. I'm just happy people are here. So that's the win.
What about all right? So what about your employee of the year?
Ford? Yeah, Ford's great. You know what? He's a great editor, not a great dresser. Like it just wasn't.
Well, it never has been.
No, it wasn't anything. I could
even back when he was working for us,
I was slightly disappointed in Spiewak, but didn't think about it enough to say anything to him because I love breaking people's balls. That's what I like to do.
Well, you were busy
so
putting paper clips.
It's never been brought up with them.
Yeah, and Ford, it was just kind of like, I'm just happy you're here, and there was a collar on a shirt. We're good. That's it. And I know maybe that's a low bar, but that's where I am right now.
Well, let's get back to you then.
Yes.
As the poobah of Podville.
Yes.
I've heard you multiple times mention image projection.
Correct.
And what you want to project to people coming into our building. Now, I come into a building and I see the overwhelming majority of employees. Yes. And I'm saying to myself, professional look, running. Now, in the broadcast world, I should point out also, we've been around it a long time. You have two factions. You have the presentation people.
Right.
You have the behind-the-scenes people. You have the on-camera, on-mic people. And then you have the sales people and the business people.
Correct.
The salesmen and the business people have a particular standard that they like to dress with. The on-camera people obviously have a certain standard they too.
Yes.
The behind-the-scenes tech people, doesn't really ever.
No.
It's for a long time.
No,
I don't remember it.
And
ever
are you going to have someone that's like running cable all day in a suit?
Right.
It's up to them. The way
because they are the tech people. They
Yes.
are the worker bees. They
Correct.
are the hands-on
Correct.
laborers
Yes.
of and in some cases people have two duties.
Also, you know the fight I'm fighting here. The guy to the right of me, who I love dearly, has not worn closed-toed shoes for almost 10 years until he came here.
But you have to admit,
Here's
I
the
haven't
thing,
worn,
though,
I haven't worn Birks since I started here.
Correct.
What are they, Birks?
That's what I'm
Birks,
saying.
yeah.
Birks.
Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have to respect the fact that he's making some sort of effort.
Let me talk about the open-toed shoes
Yes.
and the great tradition of broadcasting.
Yes.
Robb Spiewak's on-air presentation
Yes.
is much like a TV anchor position. He sits behind a desk, and open-toed is irrelevant to me. As far as your business,
Gotta
with
walk
people
around the
coming
halls
in and
here.
stuff
People
like-
have to
you
see
got to
me.
work around
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
By the way, I'm somebody that if I'm in a restaurant, it is down here where sandals and flip-flops and sneakers and hot weather clothing is the norm. I am very, very reticent to walk into an eatery with a sandal, even if I'm at the beach. Well, if I'm at the beach, if I was staying, but I don't.
I think
That's
in
a different,
I think in
different standard at the
Florida,
beach. Yeah.
I like a closed toe. When I see a 67-year-old guy walking in to get his eggs in the morning, and I have to look at his gnarled green fungus foot, I am grossed out. So throw on a product. Carla was ahead of the curve. Love to get them as a sponsor. There's a product down here. They're called Hey Dudes, and they are absolutely dominating the market. And right now, I got my Rothy's on, my driving
Rothy's are
loafers
great.
on like
Yeah.
that.
Awesome.
Throw a closed toe on. Putting your open feet out there when you are going to come across anybody indoors is disgusting.
How about Mike? You know about the word, and I'm guilty of it. I try not to be anymore, but on a plane, the worst.
Well, the worst on a plane would be someone with a closed toe that decides to slip it off, and I'm staring at their sock.
This is
or worse, their feet.
discourteous.
and
But getting back to you now, you wear the hat of an on-camera person, and I think that you could easily do what I did. This was a 3-second change.
yes.
I made. This is going
He didn't
to
have pants though. His pants were all at the cleaners.
But yeah, see, for a photo, it's a different story. For a photo,
Yes.
you gotta wear
I-
the bottom part. By the way, this show can take 12 days off, and we do not miss a beat. We come right in, and we're doing what we always do.
What was painful to me, and maybe
Painful to him.
there should have been a little more of
By the
Hey.
way, the gulf between Spiewak and Ford, Spiewak is an 8, Ford is a -3.
Well, I don't know if there was enough communication to say there may be an opportunity for a group shot to full body, and I feel like everybody kind of
I'm an expert on the golf shirt.
yes.
All right. You are wearing a cotton golf shirt right now. You can pull off a cotton
Yes.
shirt. Down in the land of golf and the land of people wearing these, there are now synthetic materials that look so superior to the cotton golf shirt. And when Mr. Rofo is wearing a gray, laundered 89 time, untucked over jeans golf shirt with black sneakers with maybe a Nike swoosh on the side.
I'll take the
that.
Air
Looks
Max.
like he is dressed like what I pick up in my front yard with my dog. and so what I'm saying, but there are two things. At
Yes.
work. That's the photo,
Right.
We obviously didn't bring it up to him. You obviously
It was not top.
you treat him more special than you treat me.
It wasn't-
Something's on your mind. You tell me about it right away.
Yeah,
you know?
but it didn't cross my mind with Rofo, as it didn't really until after I saw the group
I'm
shot with Rob.
stunned at that as Mr. Image, Mr.
I-
Presentation. One of the things I've always loved about you, Oscar, is that you're all
get
about
it.
style.
I get it, but I have to evolve. I can't walk around and nitpick about people's jeans when I'm running a business. Like, that's so much you can do.
Well, I remember the days that running
Yeah.
the business was nitpicking about the appearances
Yeah.
of people. I remember when you started this whole Podville thing,
Yes,
you were
yeah.
saying, we want to look. We're bringing in generals and
Yeah,
ambassadors We want to have a certain
Mike,
look. And
remember,
I'll
it
tell you
wasn't that
something,
long ago that I was
90
prevented. I was prevented from darkening this door.
89% of people in your crew, I got the memo. Okay,
you can only do so much. And,
I understand.
And this is why we hid Rob away for like 6 months. Remember, he wasn't allowed to come here.
I had to go.
It's for reasons like
As
that.
Oscar would say, quick sidebar, can I just say to the people at Liquid IV, thank you for bringing the truck to my house.
Oh, they
over
followed
the
through
weekend.
on that?
No grape, but it doesn't matter.
No,
because they
strawberry.
sent me.
We got some strawberry.
They sent me a tractor trailer full of strawberry Liquid IV.
I was quite
which,
specific on the flavor, Mike.
By the way, when I do a show, I'm normally, at this point of the show, I'm normally here, but I'm so addicted to this stuff that I've almost killed it already. All right, getting back to the look.
Yes.
So look, I'm not, all I control and where I have still a little bit of sway is the presentation
Yeah, you got Rob.
of the show.
You can ask Rob to dress nicer.
I have, this is it. All right, that pattern, that Doogie Howser pattern you are wearing, that plaid tan pattern. This is, I've got a simple
the blue and red.
Look, you know I'm a fat man like you, right?
Right.
You know I'm a fat man. This is easy. This is easy. This is white button-down shirts, black button-down shirts. This is the style. There's got to be somebody up there that can help him a little bit.
We can.
With this. And I'm not talking about spending an ass load of money. Black sport jacket or something to come in. And, you know, if we're talking about raising the bar, look, the views on YouTube are responsible for all this.
Of course.
This is not like the other situation, Rob, where, you know, we take a break and then the lectures would come in. This is not a
January 2nd evening phone call.
No.
Thank you.
This was spurred
Thank you
on
for
by
saying that.
the views and by the photo.
Okay.
And I looked at the photo, and you know what? You have, as far as dropping the ball, all that, you've cleared your name as far as that. Because I
want you to know I did fret.
Sincerely,
I fretted about it. I hated it.
Nothing is going to change as far as you're concerned. You know that sweater you wore that day? That sweater with a button-down solid shirt in a solid color, blue, white, black, whatever. That's your look.
Yeah.
That sweater thing you wore, that's your look. That's your
some public rec pants that aren't jeans.
The pants don't matter. He can wear his underwear. I'm not seeing his pants for the show. I'm talking about for the show.
Yeah, but Oscar loves seeing my ass around the office.
Yeah.
He says, come and do a spin for me, baby.
No.
And by the way,
how many times have I heard that?
The sweater that you wore,
yes,
was that was the separation mark. You know, the jeans. Thank God I don't have to consider the jeans. You know, the jeans that
you'll
look
be
like
considering the jeans.
No, you know what? The Junior Samples line is not going to be considered by me. Those, I mean, look. Although I will say, as another fat guy, they have products out there now. What kind of jeans do you normally wear? I'm sure you've worn the same pair for a long, long time. What do you buy?
Two variants on Levi's. I don't know the number.
Silver tab.
Do you wear the stretch Levi's?
No.
Levi's. Oh, let me tell you something, brother. The stretch jean is the fat man's friend. The stretch jean is the friend. If you wear a stretch jean even with an untucked shirt and a sport coat, watch the difference.
Really?
I'm here to help you. I am here to help
Look
you.
at this.
We can do this.
This is
but
great.
as far as the photo got me, the people watching, you know, we're doing a little TV show here.
Yeah.
And I want to, and I think that I've got, if I'm going to walk
Take some
the walk,
pride.
you know, take some pride. Show a little pride. Hamilton, as far as Rofo is concerned, could care less.
Yeah.
He can wear a romper, okay? He can wear
with a man bun.
A male romper.
He can wear a romper. He could dress like that guy on the Righteous Gemstones.
Mm-hmm. I would love that.
The girl, the sister's husband.
What is his name? The character.
I forget. Nobody knows his name. No. He's one of those characters that nobody knows the name. I don't even know her name. I know Eli and Jesse, and the other ones
is her name Lily?
No, I'm
not sure. She's spectacular.
Oh, she's great.
So great.
She's spectacular and manages to pull off a little sexy in there too. Believe it or not, because she's so naughty.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I'm all caught up because I did nothing over the weekend. So anyway. If I could make a request,
Yes.
and the lower wear,
She plays Judy.
pants don't matter.
Judy
pants
Patterson,
don't matter.
Judy Gemstone.
But if you came in dark, that was like a zipper sweater
Half
pullover
zip,
that you
yeah,
had, right?
Mhm.
With a coat. What is it? What?
Like a half zip, you know.
A
Goes
half
down-
zip.
Yeah.
half zip, white starched,
Mhm.
button down, and look at this pattern. This pattern, you look like Dulles Airport, for God's sake. It's
That doesn't make any sense at all.
I
It
can
does.
see it from the air.
I'm
It looks
driving
like
up. I'm
it
driving
looks
up
like-
to you.
It looks more.
Well,
I think
I was thinking more like flying in.
I think it looks more like a Metro map.
And are you ready for this?
Yes.
Your boy has to step it up too.
Oh, look at
Your
this. I
boy
like
has to
this.
step it up too. I have to figure, and my way of doing it is, the sweaters for me, challenge it.
Well,
We're gonna be-
you're in a
we're gonna be
tropical
near 90
climate.
degrees this
Yeah.
year. I'm in a tropical. But as far as, a periodic trip to the Fat Man section, will be something that, and he's got a collection of
Yeah, I got a
jackets,
bunch of
but
jackets.
I don't worry about him. He can come in and wear that, and that's fine because
Yeah.
he doesn't do it all that much.
Yeah.
True.
So that the presentation, all you wonderful viewers out there, can be upgraded. As far as Rofo, if you talk to him, I don't have Rofo's not my employee. I have nothing to do with Rofo.
I have nothing to say, Rofo, except for
I would have
great
put him in the
job.
back row where everybody's in front of him
Keep
with
it up.
just his head.
Well,
Very
I know
nicely
this
trimmed beard.
This summer he bought a new selection of shirts. They're mostly mesh, but they're very nice.
Nobody likes to see his nipples protruding.
I like
through
that you
mess
noticed
with me.
that there was a cohesion, though, and and as a creative media company, you're going to have different personalities. So I think anybody would take that away from that picture.
All right, since you said it, I hate being the heavy, but you're putting me into that position today. Yeah, the cohesion was the only guys that didn't dress up were the triple threes. Okay, the guys that are well over 3 bills were the ones that were also wearing the diapers.
We were at such
okay?
a nice point like 90 seconds ago.
Sorry about that. We have to take a break and we have to start
Triple
the show. I've got
threes.
news
Thanks.
coming. But anyway,
Plenty.
So I mean, but I hope you hear that.
You know what
that-
I
and that
heard
shirt-
now? I heard
What?
triple three. That's what I
And
heard.
by the way, I can't see with my camera.
Yes.
Is that wrinkled? That shirt?
It's very wrinkled.
Of course it
It's
is.
very wrinkled.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Well, I can only ask. We'll take a break. Come back with more on the Makeover. Hey humans, it's me, Winslow, Mike's Boston Terrier. Do you know I'm smart? In fact, I'm wicked smart. I even watch TV. I like movies like The Departed. My theory on feds is that they're like mushrooms. Feed them and keep them in the dark. Woof. Sometimes I eat too. That's relatable. Good Will Hunting is another one that I like. Do you like apples? Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples? That's funny. Ted is funny too. You, Thunder, you can suck my... You can't get me, Thunder, because you're just God's fat. That scene made me howl. Literally. But the bonus show's even funnier. Buy the TMOS bonus show at michaelmaryshow.com. If you buy a lot of them, I get a greenie and a Blu-ray player. See ya. Gotta visit the fire hydrant. Johnny on the spot. Johnny on the spot. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. February is the month of romance.
Yes.
Love is in the air, and while romance is great, it's important to give your brain some love, too. And you know who deserves it the most? You.
You, Oscar, you.
You.
Out of all the gamers in the world, he picked you.
He picked you. 1960s. Rosemary's Baby. He didn't want that in the commercial. You, that's who. Best Fiends is the best way to treat your brain to a much-needed recharge. It's like mental spa day. You can enjoy wherever you go. Best Fiends is like a box of chocolates. You know why? Because Best Fiends never disappoints. Best Fiends is a mobile puzzle game that anyone can download and play. Whether you have a few minutes or a few hours, you know Rob is obsessed with Best Fiends. He can't put it down. Mr. Spiewak loves the game. Thousands of levels. You can literally play as long as you want, and you never get bored. Trust Rob. He knows. Get on the Best Fiends bandwagon now. Ready to give your brain some TLC? Download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R. Best Fiends. And we thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
Yes, it is. And the rich get richer. Britney
Good.
Spears has reportedly signed a $15 million deal to write a tell-all. I thought we'd get that response.
Will she get help?
Huh?
Will she get help writing it? Will it be ghostwritten?
Oh, of course. It would have to be.
I would think so.
I tell you, people, it's funny you mentioned that. We wrote a book, Open Mic, and it was ghostwritten by a wonderful writer, Mark Kelly. Was it Mark Kelly? Was it Mike Kelly?
Mike Kelly.
Mike Kelly. Mark Kelly's married to Gabby Gibberts.
That's right.
Mike Kelly was just fantastic, and he pulled it all together with interviews with us, and it just I never mentioned him enough as far as the job I thought he did with that.
It was fun. He interviewed us all.
There's another DJ book floating around that was not ghostwritten, and it shows sometimes. I mean, I like JP's book because I was there and I was part of it, but I think a ghostwriter would have helped that book a lot. Although it's
Let me
fascinating,
ask you a
it's
How
ahead.
do you build bridges when you burn them down for no reason?
I am not. Are you saying I'm burning a bridge with JP?
I just don't
Do you
by
like the way JP dresses?
When you talk about that book, and
Yes.
it's like you always have to reference it could have been better.
Yeah, because I did it before they. Let me tell you why that is. I did it. I know how I did it.
Yeah.
And I think that the way that I like. First of all, I'm the only one of the three of us that probably read it cover to cover.
I have it. I read half of it. Not cover
You read
to cover.
half of it.
Yes.
Which
I
half?
read all of it.
Parts of
I
it.
read all of it, and I'm not saying I'm better or I read more. I read it because I was in it.
Yeah.
And I thought that the book could have just been structured in a way. That's what ghostwriters do.
Got it.
JP is an educated man. He's better educated than I am, and he's a lawyer. He could put a sentence together, and he did a fine job with that. So that's the last I'll say on the Junkies book. But I will also say Britney Spears, if she doesn't use a ghostwriter, it'll be like I just think it could be a train wreck. It could be a train wreck.
Well,
Not
also,
that I'm clutch, yes.
for $15 million, like that's when you send the A squad in.
yeah.
Like they move into the house
Yeah, they'll
next
do that.
door.
Yeah, she's got a big publisher.
And they're
They'll
like,
take
"Can
care
you
of it."
please put that camera down? We have to do the book."
I understand that there's
Exactly.
going to be 2 editions of the book. The deluxe edition comes with crayons.
It's a coloring book. Although it'll be interesting to see if she actually tells all, given how upset she was with her sister for airing all their dirty laundry in public.
Yes.
Well, I think she wants to control the narrative, and she will tell what she wants to tell.
Now, 5 months removed from the conservatorship?
Yeah.
Do you
More than that, I think, right?
Yeah. Let's call it 6.
Yeah.
Do you think that Jamie Spears, the father, like just held that together for forever, like for so long?
I think that first of all, a tell-all is quite the opposite. It is not a tell-all.
Right.
It is a tell what I want to.
Tell some.
That's how she's going to do it. I think the deal is showing me that someone is managing her in a way that
Fair.
that's a great payday.
Yes.
And I think that you're right with the publishing house that she signs with that kind of money. It's going to be handled the right way. And I think that she is frustrated with her sister, who there are factions all over that family, and I don't know, Oscar.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know how badass it is, and what motivated. If it was motivated because of her sister coming out and talking trash, with a tell-all, I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess, and I don't mean to.
Well, Jamie Lynn does have a book,
yeah.
So we should be aware of that.
But
right.
it feels like a lot of this garbage didn't happen when Jamie was in place.
You're right.
James Spears.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I
know,
were to offer
but
some advice to the
Oscar's
sister, though,
lobbying for the Vladimir Putin style of maintaining a celebrity relationship.
if I were to offer the sister some advice at this point, I would say leave Britney Spears alone right now.
Wish you had it. Do you have it?
I can find it.
If you can find it before the end of the news, that's all. I ask for. Jamie Lynn has a book, Things I Should Have Said. Quickly after this announcement, it dropped to 95. No, that's not the reason. On Amazon's bestseller list. It dropped to 95 because of the condemnation from Britney. That's why it went down. I believe that. Britney is also.
Leave Britney alone!
Before the story's over. Way to go, Rob.
Leave Britney Spears alone right now! I mean it. Anyone who has a problem with her, you deal with me.
Me.
Because she's not well right now. Leave her alone.
For bonus points, does anyone remember the gentleman's name? Anyone?
Oh,
No, you do, though. I know you do.
Chris Crocker. Chris Crocker.
That's a 10. You can wear your underwear tomorrow. I don't care. Brittany,
I will.
I love that clip. Brittany has.
Chris
God,
Crocker.
That makes me laugh. It's just, you don't hear it for a while. You realize
Yeah,
how
it's
funny.
wonderful.
We probably played it 1,000 times when we had it. Brittany also served her sister with a cease and desist to make her stop talking about Brittany in public. So
Yeah.
there's that.
And that took effect as soon as her sister looked up the word desist on the internet.
Medina Spirit, no longer the winner of last year's Kentucky Derby. The hammer came down. He was officially stripped of his victory yesterday because he tested positive for a steroid. That's legit, in my opinion. That means that second-place winner Mandaloon is now the official winner and gets the $1.8 million winner's purse. Medina Spirit's trainer Bob Baffert, the guy with the sunglasses, yeah, he was also suspended for 90 days, Jerry, and fined $7,500 by the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission.
The horse that
seems like
the horse that was stripped.
$7,500. That seems like a slap on the wrist.
I believe that the horse that was convicted of doping is already dead. He died last December.
Medina Spirit?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wow. Okay.
And the weird thing,
collapsed and died of an apparent heart attack back in December. Anyone who bet on Mandaloon to win is still out of luck.
that sucks.
All bets are considered settled after a race. No ruling after the fact changes that.
We will
That's
not.
interesting to
Well,
know.
with parimutuel betting, we have to sort of draw the line.
You are screwed, blue, and tattooed. There you are. Looks like we are now at the point where VHS tapes. This is important for our listening audience. Listen to me right now. VHS tapes. You got them? I know you do. I know you hoard them. I know they're lying around. Rob, you might have some. They are considered ancient relics that sell for tens of thousands of dollars. A first print of 1984's The Terminator sold for $32,500
Oh my God.
at Comic Connect online auction. That was yesterday. The tape was in almost perfect condition. It received a 9 out of 10 for its preservation and a 7 out of 10 for the tape's corners and edges. An executive at Comic Connect said the tape sold in 3 days. I'm sorry, no, he's not like
I'm
that,
sure
but I have to use that voice. Adding that there's been an increase in VHS purchases over the past few years.
Who's
Boy, that's
got 'em?
incredible. I mean, I think there are people that have
Oh,
them. You watched
yeah.
it once and you put it away, right?
Yeah, I kept my Elvis ones for my Elvis shelf, but I think that's all I have. I don't think I have any other VHS
But you
tapes.
probably watched them, right?
Oh yeah.
I have such a gross joke right now.
What's that?
Don't do it.
No, do it.
I want to.
Yeah, I say.
I will.
I say
Is
let him
that,
do
what
it.
is that, jelly on here?
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It wasn't as gross as it could have been.
Tell
Yeah,
us.
I modified it.
Yeah.
I modified it. I was just going to use the word sticky. Today is National Margarita Day.
Yes.
That's
Ooh.
all you need.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm running late. That's all you need.
Guanamia.
Are you gonna head down to the
Margarita.
Mia?
I don't think so. No, it's a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
It's like you don't come back from a 3-day weekend and tip them. That's just not the way I roll.
I hear
baby. An annual study found that the average American worker logs 1,767 hours per year. That is a full 400 hours more per year than the UK, 435 more than Germany. So which American cities work the hardest? Wallet Hub. I give the lists from Wallet Hub almost 80% of the time.
Okay.
I love Wallet Hub because I like the way they do their research. They compared the 116 biggest cities in the U.S. using 10 key metrics. That's what I like about Wallet Hub. They let you know what they do. Employment rates, average work week hours, percentage of unused vacation time, and average commute. Based on that, the 10 hardest working cities are, I think I'll go backwards.
Okay, starting at number
All right.
10,
Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk.
9, Cheyenne, Wyoming. 8, Irving, Texas. 7, Virginia Beach. 6, San Francisco. No, they gave me 5 of them. I'm sorry. The number 1 is Anchorage, Alaska, and number 2 is Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There it
Slay
is.
the dragon.
Got to get it done, and that's because of Congress.
Out of all the cities they looked at, Detroit ranked dead last, followed by Burlington, Vermont. They're just chilling up in Burlington.
Did I tell you I had a
They're
sad
not going in today.
I had a sad conversation with a friend that's in Detroit that relocated, and I was like, "There must be there's all this opportunity," and he's like, "No, it's
horrible.
Yeah.
He goes, "It's sad. If anybody wants to do anything or feel like they're doing anything with their lives, they go to Chicago for the weekend."
Yeah.
Wow.
Horrible.
I mean,
it's
how is
been
that
horrible for a long
possible?
time.
It's crazy.
Motor
Yeah.
City.
There was a time, about an hour. You
Yeah.
know, the auto industry when it was. Anyway, now a little something that's just so depressing.
Mm-hmm.
A woman had a terrifying start to Valentine's Day after she woke up to a stranger sleeping on her couch. The man had apparently tried to get into other homes in the neighborhood, according to camera footage. Christine Kingen said she got up and started her morning routine by going downstairs to make a cup of joe. She said that her dog kept barking over and over and over. She peeked around the corner and found a man she didn't know on her couch. Images and surveillance footage from her neighbor's camera show a man attempting to get into the home and several others until he ended up on Kingen's couch.
Wow.
The man had his hood up and had been sleeping. Instead of calling the police, Kingen said she approached him. That's a little scary.
Odd.
I just stood right there at the edge of the couch and said, "What are you doing in my house?" That's what she said. That's when the man sat up and said, "I have no idea. Apologies," according to her.
Apologies.
Once he sat up, the woman noticed there was blood on her white pillows. Maybe he got in a fight or something. Kingen said the man was disoriented and confused and refused to leave despite being asked multiple times. My only question is, Rob, how are you feeling today?
Sorry about the pillows, baby.
How did you get the blood? You're not a fighter. I don't understand how that would happen. What was that? Where did the blood come? I can do that when there are no cities mentioned during that. It was Detroit.
Yeah,
it was
Detroit.
Where it was probably.
Mike, sometimes you pick a little deeper than you should.
When we come back, the weekend. It was interesting. We'll be right back.
Romeo and Juliet, Antony and Cleopatra, Bogey and Bacall. Add to that list another one of the world's greatest love stories, Mike and Carla O'Mara. Their love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Their love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. And nowhere is that love story more on display than the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Yes, fall in love with love again and again with a Mike O'Mara Bonus Show subscription. Lovingly tap the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com and order the TMOS Bonus Show today. You'll love it, just like Carla loves Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Love you, honey. And speaking of that, this portion of the program brought to you by Theragun. The battery life on the Theragun battery, the rechargeable battery that I put in my truly amazing. Amazing, so it has lasted long enough that during the process, when the battery finally, after months, expired, Mrs. O'Mara hid it. Hid the other one that I wanted to use. Wanted to use that last week, okay? Don't hide my Theragun battery. There are two of them, by the way, that my Theragun came with. I love Theragun.
Yes.
It's a fantastic product, one of my favorite products I've ever used. Whether you're an elite athlete or someone like me just trying to be tension-free, Theragun can help. Theragun is the handheld percussive therapy device that releases your deepest muscle tension using depth, speed, and power. There is nothing like it. Absolutely fantastic. It's as quiet as an electric toothbrush. The Gen 4 Theragun gets to the source of the pain by releasing tension using Theragun's signature percussive therapy, which goes 60% deeper than vibration alone. There's no substitute for the Theragun Gen 4. The OLED screen and design is amazing. Theragun, trusted by 250 professional sports teams like Real Madrid. Is that the way it's pronounced, Oscar? Is it
Real Madrid, yes.
Real
Yes.
Madrid. Real Madrid! Go! And, I lost your video for a second.
Yeah.
You all right?
Are we back?
Are we okay? Are we okay? Paul?
Hi there.
Elite athletes like Paul George, DeAndre Hopkins, Maria Sharapova, plus hundreds of thousands of customers, and May. I use it all the time, and you should too. Try Theragun for 30 days, starting at only $199. Go to therabody.com/TMOS right now and get your Gen 4 Theragun today. That's therabody.com/TMOS. Remember, therabody.com/TMOS. All right. I make a big deal about the video presentation, and this happens. But it's back, so that's good. So we don't have to dwell on it.
Yeah.
That's good. Very fleet of foot.
Yes, look
Pony
at that.
Boy, I'm really impressed. Well done.
Yeah, for only about a minute and a half, it looked like he was playing Pong. But other than that, it was fine.
No, now it's locked up again. God damn it.
Well, you look
there
great.
You
You look
good.
great,
No, it's
Josh.
always when I expand your picture, it always does that.
Okay.
Back to, I got a lot of ground to Oh, God almighty. I'm a full break behind.
What's the matter with you?
All right, I got to keep this quick. Then I'm going to give my sidebar first, and then we will get to my weekend of that I haven't done. I realized in years I haven't had a weekend like I have.
Yes.
Years, unless I'm ill.
Right.
So anyway, CNN. Okay, just a little note to
The
CNN,
cable news
all right?
network?
When you fired the guys that were banging people, perhaps you should have brought in someone that has a modicum of awareness, of situational world news awareness. I get back from picking my wife up and the fam at the airport, and the first thing I want to do, and it's been a long time, I want to turn on CNN because I want to know what's going on with the potential for World War III.
Sure.
Yes.
And I want to say to the absolute genius brain trust at CNN, what in the name of holy were you running an LBJ documentary last night when you should have been fleet enough of you have one country invading another sovereign country. You have Russia, Putin moving troops in, and you're running your stupid ass 1960s documentary?
We wrote it. We needed to run it.
What was I could not believe it. I'll tell you, MSNBC.
They were rocking.
Yeah. I bet they were just high five. I am gobsmacked that even at that moment you wouldn't have broken in and done that, and they got rid of horny Jeff Zucker, and the wheels are off
Mike,
of that network.
We
The
actually have a
wheels
small
are off.
we have a small clip from the LBJ documentary.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Hello. Hello. Mr. Hager? Yes, it's Joe Hager. Joe, is your father the one that makes clothes? Yes, sir. We're all together. You all made me some real lightweight slacks. He just...
This is CNN.
All right. Lyndon Johnson.
I want to hear
realize
the
he's
rest of that. That was great.
You will.
I'll email
because
it
I'll
to
set I'm setting the clip up.
Email.
Okay.
This is a man complicated. By the way, I watched some of the documentary.
Yes.
And it's CNN, so you never know when they're going to run whatever.
Right.
They just shouldn't have run it last night. It was the most ridiculous thing
breaking
ever.
news whenever
You
it
have
feels
the
like
cable,
breaking. Yeah.
You have the cable news network, and you have a massive movement of troops from Russia into Ukraine. Russia might call it independent country. No,
Sure.
it's not. It's Ukraine. All right. It's the beginning of the invasion. They've invaded.
Yes.
That should go to all the powers that be too around Washington.
They're
all
just
right?
they're just gaslighting the world.
They're gaslighting.
That's all.
They're doing what they do.
Yes.
I mean,
That technically
Russians,
wasn't Ukraine, so we're just going to go ahead and take that.
Rob, do I get credit for what I've said for years and years, though?
Of
That
course.
they are always the enemy.
Always the enemy.
They are always. I've always
Even
said
when
that.
they were the
Russia-
ally, they were the enemy.
Even when they were the ally, they enemy. Always will be. Always will be. The Russians.
Oh, I
Watch
thought
out.
you meant the Canadians.
Stop it. Behave yourself. So this is Lyndon Johnson, who utilized his power like nobody. He did some great things, did some suspect things. I've heard personal stories about Lyndon Baines Johnson. But this is the man utilizing the power of the presidency to order a pair of pants from the Hager Company. He calls the president of Hager, and this is the conversation they have.
green and soft brown, and they're real lightweight. Now, I need about 6 pairs for summer wear. Yes, sir. I want a couple, maybe 3 of the light brown, kind of a almost powder color, like powder
President
on a
of the
lady's face. I need about 6 pairs to wear around in the evening.
I've never picked up on that. Powder color, kind of like the powder you put on a lady's face.
Powder you put on a lady's face.
Yeah.
It would be
Put it-
khaki,
yeah.
Lyndon.
Put it on one of the birds' faces. Linda Bird or Lucy Bird.
Lady Bird.
I come in from work, and I need they're about a half an inch too tight in the waist. Do you recall the exact size? I just wanted to be sure we get them right for you. No, I don't know. You all just guessed at them, I think, son, but wouldn't you have the measurements there? We'll find them for you. I can send you a pair. I want them a half an inch larger in the waist than they were before, except I want 2 or 3 inches of stuff left back in there so I can take them up. I vary 10 to 15 pounds a month. All right.
Wow.
So leave me at least 2.5, 3 inches in the back where I can let them out or take them up, and make these a 1/2 inch bigger in the waist. Make the pockets at least 1 inch longer. My money and my knife and everything fall out. Wait just a minute. Hello? Hello. Now, the pockets, when you sit down in the chair, the knife and your money comes out. So I need at least another inch in the pockets.
This is great.
All right. Yeah. Now, another thing, the crotch down where your nuts hang is always a little too tight. So when you make them up, give me an inch that I can let out there, because they cut me. They're just like riding a wire fence. These are the best that I've had anywhere in the United States. Right. But when I gain a little weight, they cut me.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. You can hear everything about Lyndon Johnson there. He said, "These are the best I've had," and he is just dictating to this.
Of
guy.
course,
and he throws in that little ego bone.
Mm-hmm.
This was, I believe, I've read a lot about Lyndon Johnson, one of the greatest politicians in our age.
Oh yeah,
as far as ability to get stuff done, you have to be. You got to be. It's this beautiful combination of prick and manipulator. And good guy at the same time.
Not a wonderful president, but a great politician.
He did some great stuff. I mean, the documentary stuff, but CNN don't run it. So anyway, that's the ball.
That's the ball segment here.
With that.
Later on, he'll say bunghole. Listen to the after show. It's great.
the bunghole. We'll take a break, and I will finally get to the discussion of the weekend, which was, well, not really eventful, but that was an event in and of itself. I don't know what was wrong with me. Maybe I was lost. We'll take a break and come back with more fun and thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, whoa. I'm trying not to get upset.
Mike, I did not miss that insult either. I heard it.
I'm a CEO. Nothing has to do with our show. We're just a little early morning pain in the ass that he has to get through. All right, why aren't you working for me? Glad you're so goddamn happy about it. What about our show? What about guests? Enjoy 2022 talking to each other.
Still love you.
You're not the hot chick anymore. You're the crazy chick.
Wow. You bastard.
Always remember, to have a friend, you must be a friend.
The Mike O'Mara Show, where
Jim
your
Amato.
friends are.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Cornerstone. It may not feel like it at the moment, but spring is right around the corner, and as the temperatures rise, look for the rise of interest rates too. So, as you prepare for spring, you should also be preparing for this increase of mortgage rates. If you're one of the 35% of homeowners that never took advantage of the COVID refinance wave to use the equity in your home to pay off outstanding debt, or you're looking to move and capitalize on a new home with a low interest rate, take my advice and call the only mortgage company I recommend, my friend Mark Livingstone and his team at Cornerstone First Financial. Rates will rise when the feds meet in a couple of weeks, so this is your last chance to save money, get a low rate, consolidate debt, or take cash out for any reason. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, call Cornerstone First Financial today. Cornerstone has been serving the listeners of the Mike O'Mara Show for over 6 years, and they're now licensed in 41 states. You can use them everywhere.
Everywhere.
So if you've tried them before, give them a call and see what they can do for you. 202-625-1221. That's 202-625-1221 or cornerstonefirst.com. Thank you for your advertising partnership with the Mike O'Mara for many, many, many years. Cornerstone. All right, real quick. My wife took off with my son, and they've left me. No, they went up to Gettysburg and had a phenomenal time. Went to
cosplay, right?
The battle. No, it was not cosplay. They went to the battlefields. They went to great museums they have up there, and it was just a
weather
getaway.
was beautiful.
Yeah,
my
warm,
son saw
mild.
falling snow for the first time, which was special, being a Floridian.
Yeah.
And they had a great trip. I don't know what happened to me. I really don't know what happened to me. I realize how small my life is when something happens like this. So I had originally planned when they headed out that I was going to golf, and golf.
Right.
That I was just going to be on there. Well, it turned out there was a tournament that I forgot to sign up for. So I didn't have availability, not only on the weekend, but on Friday to play.
John
And then-
Daly does this a lot. He means to play on the weekend, and he forgets
Then he
to sign.
forgets.
He forgets.
Yeah, because
My
most
buddy-
people don't know that when there's tournaments, you can't go and play.
Can't
on
just
your
show
own.
up.
Well, that's where I am. Happy Valley has 2 courses,
Oh.
so they can have a tournament. They have a large membership,
Yes.
and they want to accommodate everybody. But my best buddy, who I was going to play golf with, was
in the tournament,
occupied.
Right.
He had 3 guests. He said, "We can do a 5-some." I'm not going to do a 5-some.
No,
That's
gonna do
not
a golf
right.
course.
Wow.
So that happened, and then I asked permission of my wife on was it Friday? Yeah, Friday. Yeah, I think it was Friday. Friday. On Friday to go to the bad place down here. It's just a disgusting place where I had to get permission, which I have
Right.
to do, to go gamble.
Right.
And go to a casino, and lost quickly, rapidly. Left the casino, got in a horrible
good
traffic
humor?
jam. Oh, not totally desperate, but just down, because I want the whole thing is of the action, and when you lose fast, you
can't be part of the action.
Couple of things at play. Curtain pulled back. All right,
Uh-huh.
not in the zip code I used to be, where I could weather a storm.
Sure.
I can't weather a storm anymore. All right, it's all about the roll. All right, it's all about the roll. If you got a little tiny roll, which is going to buy you a 16-inch television set, your roll is gone in the blink of an eye. My roll was gone. I went, ate some bad food, went to Burger King, and drove home. And got caught in a 1.5 hour traffic jam.
So sad.
Down here, it was pathetic. It was beyond pathetic.
Yeah.
That's my Friday.
At any
And then I
point
get
at the
home.
bad place.
That's why you didn't write me back. I had the best text ever on Friday night. I got nothing back from
What
any
did you
of
text
guys.
them?
I said that on ESPN, if you're bored, Alabama versus LSU is fighting for the gymnastics championship, women's gymnastics.
I got did you send me that personally? Because I got a new Maisel season
And then
on Amazon,
then it
which
said,
is getting panned, by the way.
Then
Yeah.
it said, if you're not into that, Maisel's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no reply.
No
So,
reply.
Mike,
I
at
was
any
like-
point,
I was like, that tournament was close.
how long were you at the bad place in minutes? Were you there for an hour?
No, I was there for maybe 2 hours.
Okay. At any point in that 2 hours, were you up? Was there any segment of the 2 hours that was good?
Any happiness.
Or was it just a total FU to you?
Not when you're up trying to get back.
Yeah, Mike
Doesn't matter.
Mike's level of
Yeah.
he's like Mike's gambling addiction is like heroin.
Mm.
He's always fighting for that next high.
Right.
But what he doesn't realize is it'll never get high like that again.
By the way, I'm not abnormal when it comes to being a
No.
Yeah.
a gambler. That's
Yeah.
what they count
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they count on.
Yeah.
So I'm totally depressed. I go home.
You're so mad at yourself. You're like, I'm going to eat fast food because I don't
Oh,
deserve something better.
And not even fast food. I'm going to Burger King, the worst.
Carla's like 3 hours on a plane, and I am in full self-destructive mode. You know, the only thing lacking was alcohol. Did not touch alcohol over the weekend.
Good.
I had no desire. That's kind of me. I've moved away from that as being, that has to be a really perfect situation. for
Yeah.
me.
Right.
I still enjoy it. But I'm sitting there and I get home. It's early. I got nothing. My buddy texts me, said, we're going to this nice little place to watch sunset. You want to come? Let me read back.
I can't wait your answer.
Mike, we're having a great evening. Do you want to join us?
No, like a normal evening. Hey, we're going out to have drinks and dinner
Yeah.
and watch sunset down in Florida. I can't. I'm too busy destroying myself in every way I can think of.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Prior commitment.
so we're going to blankety blank for sunset and drinks, brother. Would you like to join us? And this is my sensitive reply as I'm still in my frenzy.
Yes.
All right. That comes in. By the way, that's coming in to me as I'm in the traffic jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is almost at the moment that I'm leaving the bed.
the
Tells you
apex.
how long I was
Yeah.
there. 4:17 p.m.
Oh.
I said, "Thanks, but I can't. Have fun."
This is
I did that to 3 people.
yeah.
Thanks, but I can't. I went home.
Have fun.
I went home. Thanks. Have fun.
Have fun, you.
No, I can't.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Got a Saturday golf invite. Didn't do that. Thanks, but I can't. Have fun.
Have fun.
What's wrong with you?
I was
You
in
know
my
what, Mike?
chair for the rest of the weekend. I was in my chair. The dogs were conditioned, and when my fat ass got out of the chair, usually either to take a dump or get something to eat. They knew, or walk the dogs. And Frankie, who is permanently estranged. I am so done with this dog. Frankie's in his little acorn brain, applehead chihuahua brain, thought anytime my feet hit the floor from my recliner that it was go time, pee time, poop time.
Right.
No, it's not. It's not all about you. Frankie is like the worst narcissist in the world. And he looked at me and it was and I did nothing. I watched a tremendous amount of television.
Mike,
most of it worthless.
The text you read, if you actually broke the words up differently, you actually are telling people that you can't have fun.
You can't have fun, yeah.
I can't have fun.
I started the weekend. Early in the weekend. An hour or two after this show was over. And was that Thursday or Friday? I don't care. I don't remember the day. All I know, I think it was Thursday.
She left Thursday, right?
No, we did a show Friday. It was Friday.
Okay.
Shut up, Mike. Get your crap together.
Can't have fun.
By the way, so the entire weekend, caught up on The Righteous Gemstones, watched all of it.
Worst things you could do?
Fantastic. I thought it was, you guys have been telling me how good it is. It's a blast. It's an absolute blast. Watched another, binged an entire season series with Kristen Bell. And I could probably not even tell you what
Netflix
it was.
Series.
It's the woman in the window across the street from the lady in the door.
It was weird. It was a little suspenseful.
I loved it. I loved it. I thought that was very good.
That. And other than that, it was just me sitting there, like vegetating up until the point I put together a baseball pitching machine. That was on my list.
Yeah.
And then aimed it at your balls.
Did you yell, hockey season's only 182 days away?
I cleaned the house, made the bed for the arrival of the family. Did that. Went out, got a mouse. No, I did that Thursday, so I got a mouse for Jake. Fed the animals, and that it was the most. I did nothing.
You burned yourself.
Nothing.
Yeah.
With the casino.
And I did nothing, though. I slept.
I get it.
Whenever I wanted to sleep.
If it was a healthier start to the weekend, and maybe even a winning weekend.
Might have changed. It might have been more productive.
Yes.
Just wallowed in a total depression.
Yeah.
Carla would call me, hey, we're up here. We're going to this restaurant. I'm like, fine, have fun. That's what I told everybody. I said, fine, have fun. Fine, have fun. But, I mean, I need her and my son in my life to, stay. Otherwise, I'd be like, bleh. Be like friends of mine that I see leaving that I went to school with.
That guy?
Yeah, that guy. Be like him.
And you wonder why people
Total
are alone.
self-destruction. What's that? Rob knows what I'm talking about. Have you looked at any of that guy?
Don't need to.
Check him out. I'll tell you after the show.
I'd like that.
You got to do a dive.
I'd like that.
It's addictive. I can't go into detail. But anywho, that's it. All right. I've spoken too much.
You've made me lady.
Does Carla know you went to the bad place?
Well,
yes, I asked permission.
Okay.
I asked permission like the total wimp that I am. I did that. Are you playing the thing? I can't hear the thing.
No, did you want to? I thought you were.
That's this. How long do I have to give you these signals? Come on, I sound like Jerry Seinfeld.
You were going. He took you to another topic. I didn't know.
I know. I wasn't taking it. Do I do this when I'm changing? Hey, I think I'll talk about the weather now.
You look like you're having a party.
All right. But anyway, I'm a loser.
They're back. They're back.
Thank you.
They're back.
Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket.
What's up? 'Tis Jake the Snake. Guess what? I'm not blue anymore. Yes, the Gatorade stain has faded, just like little Michael's love for me. That's okay. I still have the father. He loves me. I love to curl up under his neck and nap. It's warm and safe and smells like a concrete from Culver's. He treats me so well. He buys all my snake gear at the TMOS shopping center at MikeO'MaraShow.com, Target and Walmart. It has aquariums, hidey holes, snake toys, and makeup. Well, just because I'm a snake doesn't mean I don't want to look pretty. Now start shopping and kiss me, dear boy.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. With how much we rely on our devices, it's easy to forget about the hardware that we're born with, like our ears. Just like fingerprints, no two are exactly alike. That's why your earbuds probably cause you some discomfort or even physical pain after a while. Ultimate Ears Fit's true wireless custom-fit earbuds from Ultimate Ears are here to change all that. You get a guaranteed perfect fit in 60 seconds. They stay put, and they feel great. Ultimate Ears fits actually physically mold to your ear for a perfect fit. Just put them in, connect to the app, and watch the purple LEDs transform the earbuds to your own shape. You can play and pause music and answer calls with built-in controls and so much more. If you try fits and don't love them as much as we do, no worries. Ultimate Ears offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, plus free shipping, free returns, and a 1-year warranty. Use promo code TMOS at ue.com/fits. Remember that. ue.com/fits to get your pair of UE Fits for just $199. That's ue.com/fits, promo code TMOS.
What's that sound? What a sound. Did you hear that? Make some noise.
Soundtown.
Mike, today's Soundtown is Florida-centric. I thought you'd like that. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
How, like you when you slam the trunk at the airport with that guy. Woo!
Yeah.
Woohoo! How close are you to Jacksonville? That's a beautiful city, isn't it?
6 hours, about 6 hours away. It's in the northern part of the state. I would be down here in the west-south portion.
Jacksonville has been getting complaints from their residents that the town smells.
Oh, no.
Jacksonville's stinky. If you go south or north of Jacksonville, you got some heavy industry around there that goes stinkity stink.
So what they've done is they've actually set up sensors around the town to try to track the smells. This is technology gone crazy.
We have, at least based on the complaints, believe that some of the odor may be coming from pinene and styrene in the area, but we don't know what we don't know. And so that's what these sensors are going to help us to see if there's maybe an unknown source, or maybe there's a couple of sources masking others.
I think that's got to be from the industry, right?
Yeah, that sounds like it can kill you, doesn't it?
Sure.
Oh, we found pinene in his liver. Gross.
Florida cancers.
Nasty.
Nasty.
Oh,
styrene.
South Carolina, no exception with South Carolina, too.
Okay.
And Jersey and all those industrial places.
Mike,
crazy.
I want to tell you about a zookeeper.
Oh, really?
Her name, it's a lady, Cheyenne Brubaker, is a Florida zookeeper, and she went viral over the weekend because she has a ball python.
Cheyenne Brubaker?
Cheyenne Brubaker has a ball python, not unlike your guy, that actually comes
I bet
up.
her name's like Meg Stipdick or something like that.
I'm sure it's Stipdick. It's styrene. Meg Styrene.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne. I'd like to be Cheyenne Brubaker.
So
I don't want to be Karen Kowalski.
Name me after a Robert Redford film.
Cheyenne Brubaker. I love that. Man. Hey, no, I got a better name. How about call me Santa Fe Shawshank? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted.
When she handles this ball python, it crawls up and instead of getting around her neck the way your guy does, wraps around her hair like a scrunchie and actually holds her hair in place.
Okay, yeah, they can do that.
It's pretty crazy.
New hair tie.
People are going to say this is animal abuse and that you're forcing him to do this.
I literally didn't. I had him around my neck and he just did this. How does he get himself up there in my hair? Honestly, this is the first place that he usually goes to. Snakes like to wrap around things because it makes them feel like they're not going to fall.
I'm so embarrassed to be a radio personality when I hear you. This is as average as intellectually as people can possibly. How does he get up there? I'm Cheyenne Brubaker. Duh.
You're a zoo. I take it back.
Is that a video? Is that a video?
Yeah, she's not really a zookeeper. She's a zoo assistant.
Is she hot?
If I were to make a list of words to describe her, I would not include the word hot.
Okay.
Heather West lives in Florida and was swimming. Are you familiar with the breed, the lemon shark?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It can grow up to 3 meters in length. It's not a tiny shark.
And it's not a dangerous shark.
Well, it was biting her. It was biting Heather West, and
I thought lemon sharks were kind of docile.
She fought it by punching it in the face.
I had gotten irate. Like he was trying to take my foot, and it just pissed me off that he hadn't let go yet. And anyway, I lifted myself up out of the water like the damn Hulk, and I started wailing at him with both my fists.
Yep.
That is as typical a Florida resident's quote. You hear the she gives you the quarter vocabulary word, irate,
yes,
and then without hesitation, right into the wailing and the dropped consonants and everything, going, I'd like to die, fix him up.
You want that one more time, like the Hulk?
Yeah, you listen, she sounds like she might have potential.
Right.
Okay? And then it goes right into Florida.
Yeah.
I was wailing on that thing. I like to fall out. I'd be so happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Heather West.
I had gotten irate. Like he was trying to take my foot, and it just pissed me off that he hadn't let go yet. And anyway, I lifted myself up out of the water like the damn Hulk, and I started wailing at him with both my fists.
Wailing at him.
Who's the character on the gemstones again? The young lady?
Oh,
the sister
Judy.
Judy sounds like Judy.
or Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby
Billy's new wife.
Yeah. Yes.
Mike,
There it is.
How
Bingo.
great when Uncle Baby Billy turns over the trailer full of his coconut juice.
The elixir?
Uncle Baby Billy. Oh, God.
Biggest teeth on television. All right.
Oh, Uncle Baby Billy.
Okay, 2 more quick tapes here before we finish up. If you have an older cell phone, today is the day to upgrade because they're shutting it down, Mike.
AT&T is set tomorrow to shut down its 3G cellular network as opposed to their 4G network, which shuts down whenever.
Now, we've talked a lot over the past couple weeks about ice shanties, and it's never really been a big topic on the show. Well, in Minnesota, what they do is they don't build wooden ones. They have ones that are like, they almost look like tents with poles and fabric over them, and they drag them to the ice hole by snowmobile, which is great, unless you forget to unhook it when the snowmobile pulls away, and there's a guy inside the ice shanty when it happens.
Okay.
I take you now to a Minnesota lake.
That's what I wanted.
Well, I'm just in here picking up the pieces after that. Buddy Mojo forgot to unhook the sled before he took off to pick up another friend. Luckily, we didn't lose anything. Snapped my line that I had down the hole. Ripped my line all the way up the hole and snapped it.
Oh, he snapped his line then.
All right, you got to just chop that actuality.
You will
part
have it
off.
today. You will have
just
it today.
Play the front of it. Play the front because you get the real. Here it is.
And that's what's
No.
going.
No, play it again from the top.
All right.
Play it from the together. Then he does the real scream. It's the second scream.
And that's what's going on in Minnesota.
The second scream. That's the second scream.
Mike,
one more time, please.
One more time.
Please, one more time.
An unprecedented triple play.
Hear his curdling scream, the second one, okay? Listen.
Now, Mike, if you're watching the video, that second scream is when he jumps under the shanty and gets out. Thankfully, no lives were lost. That's what's going on in Minnesota, and that's all I got.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's coming in.
That's it. You gotta wait for that second scream. Oh, God. Anyway, we didn't get to anything I wanted to get to. All right. We did get to the office picture. That was job one. I'm glad.
Thank God.
Any chance of something special tomorrow? I mean, you're your own person. I don't dictate what you wear.
I invite everyone to show up and see. You never can tell.
Yeah, that'll grab some news. Thinking about that.
I'm
I'll
off
talk
to Jacksonville to smell some styrene.
And I'll talk to you about going to see our loan shark. We got to get out of here. For Robb Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Michael Mara saying, so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Who cares? Nobody gives a crap.
It's in the hole!